built according to my command.
Worry not, Your Majesty. Our nation has supplied Kazuwari with the best architects to have ever graced Deora. The site will be a marvel for the ages.
There will be no debate. This place will be built by Huana hands and minds, or not at all. I will hear no more of it.
I am certain a compromise can be found. If I might be dismissed, I will notify my superiors at once. And here. Make certain you lay them deep. The floor will inevitably sustain damage, and we can't have someone seeing the conduits.
I can build it however you want, but if they find out, they'll never trust us again. Our work at Ukaizo would be doomed. What if Wano workers visit the site when we're laying the stone? What if someone...
Ukaizo will mean nothing if we cannot prove out our theories here and now. You worry about the masonry. I'll worry about the Huana. Welcome, champion. I wish this were the reward you deserve, but the work of the righteous seeker is never easy, I'm afraid, nor ever complete. You stand within the Crucible's heart. As one of the stewards of this place, it pains me to admit that you've caught us in a state of floundering weakness. In his desperate flailing to escape, Wahami smashed the pillar. Now the flow of souls through this place is choked, and the Crucible doomed. But now you're here, and I imagine the gods follow on your heels. That is not ideal. By severing the Crucible's connection to the rest of the Beyond, Wahami has limited Galawain's influence on Kazuwari. I can only imagine that he has sent an agent to reclaim it by force. His beast will drench Kazuwari in blood. But first, he will destroy this statue and all within it, the two of us included. Another reason, Watcher, why you must stop Wahami. That this place also serves as an island of bounty proved an unintended but desirable outcome. You may have noticed that Kazuwari is overrun with beasts of unusual size. Animals touched by Galawain.
Once or twice.
Such creatures were not of this island prior to the Crucible's construction. You could say it was made in your image, in a manner of speaking. Tuamawai was a mythic figure among the ancient Huana, a great three-headed monster, the greatest of all predators. We featured it prominently in our designs here on Kazuwari, in part to appease their overbearing king. Over time, Galawain bent the figure to his purposes. He may have stolen its identity, but in doing so, he granted it a kind of godhood. What do you mean? Ah, yes. I should remember I am speaking to a Watcher. When we conceived of the Crucible, we were on the cusp of several major breakthroughs in our study of the soul and the beyond. The Huana, however, did not share our interests. As a result, much of this place was constructed in secret, away from their attention. That the Crucible's true nature remains hidden to this day, I take a measure of pride in it.
The lie that keeps on killing. What an achievement.
A Watcher can seek souls in the in-between, but more curiously, those souls can see them back. The mechanism within the crucible attempts to replicate that signaling property, only without a mortal body that is susceptible to death or disease. Every hunter chases Galawain in their own way. Mine was to have Galawain come to me. Do I hear an accusation in your words? To a hunter, or a god of hunting, the term trap is no pejorative. But yes, we designed the Crucible to capture the essence of those who met defeat here, and some of the power of the victorious.
It feeds off the living too?
It does not allow those energies gathered or expelled by the contenders to go to waste. Within the Crucible, today's hunters may learn, firsthand and without coddling, the lessons that slew hunters of the past. No, we were the first set to this task. Always us three. I cannot imagine it any other way. It may not even be possible to leave, but Wahami will try. This is no typical temple to Galawain. It was designed to advance our understanding of soul manipulation. Actually, the talents of the Watchers inspired aspects of its design. Know that he lives up to his role as the slaying face. Be on your guard, Watcher. And good luck.
Axika's Spiderling finally arrives. You hunt well, champion. Your fury pleases Tuamawai, as does the blood you have spilled in his name. For strength and fury will live forever. You will speak for Tuamawai. You will become as a god. Tuamawai would not have guided your slaughter were this moment not meant to be. You have earned this prize! You have earned eternal life! Take it! I needed the souls of the vanquished to fill this place, to gorge on them and ready myself for the trials to come. But most importantly, I knew the broken pillar would bring you, a lure that would attract only a Watcher. You will fix the River of Souls. Then we gaze into each other as only Watchers can. Until I wear your living hide, and you walk the heavens. When I walk in your body, I will adapt, will be free, will hunt Eora once more!
Is that even possible? Seems a bit early in y'all's courtship for that.
You really ought to keep those kinds of thoughts to yourself, friend.
Ain't nobody ever taught you how to ask politely?
Yes, yes. Would expect as such. I bash better than I talk. But I will try to answer clearly. So, what is it? Which one? I have seen much. Maybe too much. Am Watcher to others, but am also Watcher to self. I can see many of my deaths from before Wahami was Wahami. when I was more boy than man, would dream of past lives and past deaths. Of course! Greatest Slayer must be born among greatest hunting trails. Make peace? Tuamawai teaches all to struggle for better. I will not be denied the thrill of the living chase any longer. Yes, yes. And Watcher has come to an answer? What is there to consider? Perhaps you need a moment to grieve? That is understandable. Return when you're done crying and ready to accept fate.
You return. What would you have of me? It is a surprisingly interesting idea. Especially given that you are a Watcher. Theoretically speaking, you bridge the gap between the physical world, the here, and the metaphysical world. Wahami was a Watcher in life. He may know something I do not. Theoretically, though I highly doubt it. Wahami will not listen to my words, however. I suspect he will only respect force. Ultimately, it's less a matter of how he leaves than what he leaves behind. Nature abhors a vacuum. Any attempt to leave one here will tear Wahami apart. If he is to escape, he must leave something in his place. Something of significant spiritual puissance. Whatever suffered such a fate, however, would become enslaved by Galawain's will.
Can't say I like the sound of that.
They would lose themselves. Subsumed into the role of the faces of the hunt. Wahami will not listen to my words, however. I suspect he will only respect force. What would you have of me? Patience.
Watcher? The slaying face is nothing if not predictable. There might be some way to appeal to his pride, however. Where would I go when you're...
So what is he ready to accept his fate? So we must settle this with strength. Tuamawai would have it no other way!
Hang on now. Should probably find out what's going on here before we start throwing our weight around.
What, perhaps?
Watcher? There might be some, though we are united in service of Tuamawai. I fear that for the Crucible to survive, this must be done. Perhaps conflict is inevitable, but I beseech you to seek another route. Where would I go when...
What would you have? This actually, you could say it was made patient.
So is he ready to... I hear you. Speak. I have seen him win many fights. He is strong, in body and voice. Yes, he could chant the Crucible to life. And you have made him stronger. Even a ghost he could perform this role.
Weren't you a spirit once? Maybe Muatu will come back too.
You know this ain't the right way of things, Watcher.
You will make this sacrifice? After you open the flow of souls? So, what is it? So we...
Hang on now.
A test of might is what Tawamawai would want.
You will be mine, Watcher.
Lava. This is futile.
Sure.
Worse than rock.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Lava beyond
Right on target.
Lava beyond seek.
Let's go!
Lava. Don't seek. Yeah.
Yeah?
Take him down!
Lava beyond seek.
We have become fractured, turned upon ourselves. Still, I am thankful for your intervention, albeit deeply ashamed of our conflict. Strange. I wonder why. Perhaps there was more to it than we knew. All that remains is for the flow of souls to be restored with the Tooth of Tuamawai. With that done, you should be able to leave this place. Live well, champion of the hunt.
I hear tales that ripe for the reading. Where did that come from?
Wouldn't believe us if we told you.
A question for later. What matters is that you're back, and just in time.
Still here and happy to see you.
A huge reptile erupted from the inland sea. It attacks the Crucible. Humaire fights it, but without your aid, I fear she'll feed it instead. Kazuari needs you, champion. Go, save her.